fair city of Baltimore, Maryland tonight. And scheduled tonight's pro wrestling spectacular, Rene Goulet wants to pull the biggest, literally the biggest upset in wrestling history, thus defeating the thus far undefeated 6 feet 9 inch, 330-pound Hulk Hogan. From there, we'll see Captain Louis Albano, not just an advisor, but actually a participant in the 6-man tag team battle. Albano dons the tights, joining his tag team champions Alpha Seco, the Samoans, pitting their skills against those of the opposition of Pat Patterson. 400-pound Gorilla Monsoon and 480-pound Andre the Giant. Notwithstanding tonight's main event, the title on the line perhaps as never before, Bob Backlund, the champion, meeting the #1 challenger, Larry Zbyszko. Once again, the tag team match, the question here, Lou Albano along with the Samoans, and the question is, will this be the last time we see Lou Albano in the squared circle as a result of Pat Patterson's actions, Gorilla Monsoon, who has no love for a Lou Albano, or Andre the Giant, who perhaps single-handedly could step in and take any two of the threesome?
That's merely in your mind, McMahon. Let me remind you that these are the world champions, and that Captain Lou Albano has been threatened repeatedly, and I'm still here. I have enough brains, enough cunning, enough ingenuity to know when to get in that ring, when a man is weakened, when a man is hurt. When I see Andre in trouble, then I'll pounce on him like a cat, and I'll bust him wide open, and then I'm out. I'm in, I'm out, I'll retreat in and out, back and forth, I'm up and down, I'm all around, brother. I'm like Bodenhouse Pie, and behind my champions, behind speed, behind the agility, behind the tact, the wrestling power of the Samoans. The captain is always ready, and I'm not fool enough to enter that ring unless I, Captain Lou Albano, have a plan. I have a plan. I have strategy. Watch it, Andre.
There is no doubt Lou Albano will have strategy, but will the strategy pay off? We anxiously await the outcome of the 6-man tag team match later on tonight. At this moment, let's bring on the World Wrestling Federation champion, Bob Backlund, who has been preparing for this match against Larry Zbyszko.
Vince, I'm getting sick and tired of sitting back there on the monitor and listening to Larry Zbyszko out here saying bad things about the great wrestling fans in the Baltimore area, saying bad things about myself, saying that he trying to justify what he did, using a chair on a professional wrestler in the middle of the ring, trying to make it sound like he was right, like he was doing something that was needed to be done, that had to be done, like it was important, like it was the right thing to do. And coming out here and giving me lessons on how to beat Larry Zbyszko. Well, I've got all 3 of them in the back of my mind, and I got the last one right here, and that's be prepared. And Larry Zbyszko, I want to tell you, I'm prepared mentally, and I'm prepared physically, and I'm prepared not to fight fire, not to fight fire with fire. I'm prepared to get into that ring, and it's going to be survival of the fittest. We're going to find out just who is the best, who is going to walk out of that ring with the belt around their waist. And I'm not going to let myself down, and I'm not going to let you down. I'm not going to let nobody down.
Bob Backlund, indeed, not wanting anyone.
I'm ready, and I'm going to be there, and I can't wait.
Mr. Backlund, ready for action. You can count on that. Backlund ready to successfully, he hopes, defend the World Wrestling Federation title. Our guest now, Larry Zbyszko. This your shining moment of glory, Larry Zbyszko. Big smile on your face.
I'm really glad you paid attention, Bob, to all the lessons, because I know you're going to benefit from it. Final lesson. This is not a how to beat Larry Zbyszko lesson. You have enough. This is a lesson in life, Bob, and it's entitled, What Is? It's very good. I have a very cool head, and I'm going to share it with you and all the fans that are listening. What is life, Bob. And why people like you and all the wrestling fans are miserable is because they cannot accept or deal with what is. People get when they go to a red light and it turns red and they have to stop. And they can't deal with it, but they know that that's the way it is and there's nothing you can do about it. So if you don't accept it, you might as well just jump in the coffin, because your life is going to be nothing but misery. You have to accept what is. You have to accept income tax. You have to pay it. You don't like it, but that's what is. I just want you to remember those 2 words, Bob, what is. Because when you walk out without the belt, just remember that's what happened.